Hi guys, got another set of results from a rural incense trip I did on Saturday. If you haven't seen my other videos or the videos on Big Daddy Red's channel, the idea here is that you are putting on an incense nowhere near any other Pokestops or anything like that, basically out in the middle of nowhere, so that you're not influenced by the typical spawns around around a place, and then you. So when something spawns, your chance of getting a rare item, a rare Pokemon, is greater. That's the idea. The other thing is Pokemon seem to spawn more frequently when you are going at about 10 kilometers, 10 miles an hour, something like that. I'm still trying to work out what the ideal speed is. In the last one, I was going about 12 kilometers an hour. This one was a bit slower, about 10 to 11 kilometers an hour, if you like. You'll see from the results, I got less spawns this way, but on the flip side, I got more egg miles, and I actually hatched 2 eggs during the course of this. Anyway, I managed to get the screen recorder to work all the way through this, which is a first. Unfortunately, my Pokemon Go Plus was playing up, and so that didn't work most of the time, so I had to catch the things manually, which slows everything down. Whether that impacted the spawns, I don't know. Here's the whole video. I put it up at double speed. You can zoom through that if you like. And at the end, I've put a table of what spawned, when it spawned, how long it between each spawn, things like that. So you can have a look at the data with me. Enjoy! there you go. 20 spawns in 30 minutes. And I think that could have been 23 or 24. That the mistake I made was up at the top, that loop I did around the village. I don't think I did enough distance to trigger new spawns, so it just defaulted to every 5 minutes. I'm starting to get a clearer picture on this now. The original Reddit article that I've just dug out says that you will get there's two separate counters. One is every 5 minutes you'll get a spawn, and the other one is every minute. If you have done 200 meters of distance, it will trigger again, and that seems to fit with that time between spawns that you're seeing there of around typically 1 minute 11 seconds. Seems to happen a lot. And I was doing, it varied between 9.5 kilometers an hour. Sometimes I found myself about 12 or 13 kilometers an hour, which is maybe too fast. So that seems to explain that. The other things that were interesting, the egg hatch in the middle didn't seem to interrupt anything. The time it took to catch a Pokemon didn't seem to interrupt anything either. So yeah, I think we're getting there. I think that's not a bad way of doing things. And the nice bit was at that speed I managed to trigger the egg hatches as well. If I'd been going to over 12 kilometers an hour, which I think could be the ideal, I probably wouldn't have got any mileage recorded on the eggs. So in terms of the Pokemon I got, obviously the Dratini was the highlight. I'm so just desperate for Dratini candies. But the Clefairy, Ghastly, Eevees, all of those are pretty good. And quite a varied amount, a varied selection. What have I got? 3 or 4 Pidgeys and a Rattata. Apart from that, everything else is quite different. So I hope that was useful. I've ordered a bike mount, a couple of bike mounts, and I've got some new software that I'm going to try and use for the next time I do this. Hopefully I get the bike mounts tomorrow, and I will try again. Should allow me to have overlaid video and Pokemon Go, which should be a bit more interesting. There, hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments or thoughts, please. I'm working this out as I go along. If you've experienced anything, leave it in a comment. I'm open to suggestions. Cheers, bye.